Brendan here with Sanket, the hiring manager for the technical product manager role that we have open here at Relyance AI. We're here to talk about the position a little bit. Sanket's going to share some of the ins and the outs of it. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Brandon. Thanks.
So we're going to start with the kind of job description in your own words question. So what will a technical product manager at Relyance be doing?
Yeah, so Relyance AI is an early stage startup company, and that means there's a lot of, cool things to do here. So from my perspective, sort of the main job for this person, would be understanding our customer pain points. That means, going on discovery conversations with them, owning a part of the product roadmap yourself, and sort of reframing what the customer problem is. I think that would really be sort of bullet number one. From there, it'll entail managing your entire sort of product life cycle. And what that means is, writing PRDs once you have a good understanding of the pain points, crafting those into requirements, working with all the different stakeholders like engineering, executives, your customers, your customer success team, your sales teams, and sort of taking the product, from 0 to 1. So that'll be a big part of the role. And as you ship your products, pushing for adoption, making sure that they're adopted by your customers, working closely with their go-to-market teams, that'll be another big part of the role. And finally, we have a very OKR first culture here at Reliance. So I would imagine this person to be, helping with processes we have in place today. You'll get an opportunity to question things. If there is a better way to do something, create an OKR and help with, internal, like sort of efficient operations. So those are sort of the three main buckets I would categorize this under, Brendan.
Okay. All right. So let's say I'm a candidate and I hear that and I'm interested. How do I know if I'm a good fit for what you're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I think outside of sort of the standard, qualifications that are on the job description, so, people can obviously read that. But what I would say is you will be successful in this role, if you've had experience building products from ground up and shipping them into the market. I think that'll probably be the key skill I would sort of be looking for. And the main reason is we're an early stage startup company, and a part of our superpower is velocity. And are we building and shipping meaningful products or not? So a lot of the experience that you will need is, okay, have you taken something from 0 to 1? And if you have, I think you'll be successful in this role. So I think that's something that I think would make someone successful in this role. A couple of other things I would mention is a big part of what I think the product management role is creating clarity. That means, you have these inputs from your customers, from your internal stakeholders, from your executives, from your engineering leads, and your job will be to get all that input, but translate that into a meaningful strategy or a meaningful requirement. And that has to be, a skill that this person should have to deal with all this chaos and then translate that into clarity. I think that'll definitely make you successful. And I think finally, this is just personally how I operate, which is, benefited me. But, having a healthy sense of, I would say, curiosity and a growth mindset in this role will be really helpful because, again, we're an early stage startup company. So being curious about sort of the tech, the problems that our customers are facing and, how do we best solve them will definitely set you up for success.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. So I'm the candidate. I sound like, okay, this role seems like something I'm interested in. You kind of described me and what and my background and kind of I feel like I'm a good fit. What's going to be that last piece of this puzzle? Like what's going to be exciting to me about this opportunity?
Yeah, no, I would say, I mean, I tell this to a lot of people I work with. This is probably one of the most fun jobs I've ever had. And I would say the most exciting part about this role would be this opportunity to build products from 0 to 1. I think there are very few places, especially if you're coming from a larger company or, if you're coming from a more established product organization, there are a few places where you get this opportunity to really work from ground up, work with customers, talk to them, work with your other stakeholders, and build a product that solves a need. And that's something that this opportunity will give you. So I hope, people are excited about it. And I would say the other big thing for me that, keeps me in this role is just this opportunity to work and talk to a wide variety of people. So you will get do as a part of this role, you'll get to talk to our customers, you'll get to talk to our prospects, you'll get to talk to our executives and all the different stakeholders. And sort of have this opportunity to get this 360 view of the business and then translate that into product strategy, I think is really cool. And I enjoy it every day. I do this job, so I hope you see it that way. And I think it's going to be a very exciting opportunity.
Perfect. I'm going to add one more thing to that. Sankit won't say this about himself, but the energy and engagement that you hear Sankit and the passion he's speaking with now, that's how he leads. I think he's awesome person to report to. I know he mentioned someone earlier about challenging some things and kind of that first principles approach. That's how he leads. Great leader to be on his team. So thanks for taking the time, Sankit. Appreciate you talking about the role and the opportunity with me, and we'll get some candidates flowing.
Awesome. Thank you, Brendan. You're very kind.
Thanks, Sankit.